I studied to learn it the first freaking time. And wait, yeah, it's like I'm not gonna know how to act at all.
iPhone 17.
I don't have time to curate no dang old prompt. I feel like a teenage, like when people describe teenage boys. Hold on. What is it? What? What's up, y'all? I am Denny Moss, and I am your favorite respiratory therapist, your favorite law student, and your. It's not on. Is this on? Oh my God. Pick up exactly where we left off, and your favorite YouTuber. Let me tell y'all, I've had a busy week. I started recording Monday I went to the dentist. Well, let's start from Sunday. Sunday, my iPhone broke, right? So I was down to one phone, which was this one. And Monday, I had to go to the dentist, right? So I'm going to the dentist, and I'm super late, 30 minutes, because my phone broke. I thought I was going to the dentist at 10. And she was like, we sent you a message yesterday. My phone broke yesterday. But anyway, this is a video of my phone.
Baby, this phone is messed up, toe up. So I was like, y'all wasn't gonna be able to call me. Y'all look at my phone. This is the back of it. Like, it don't look that bad, but like I scratched my hand trying to pick it up. So this is my phone. iPhone 17 Pro Max. And it's all busted up.
So luckily we're back in action, and I did vlog. Let me tell y'all what happened. I vlogged, and you know, I'm starting back content creating as far as no sit down videos. So sit down videos is super easy, super clear. You can kind of do what you want, less editing. But now I'm kind of missing the whole realm of being a vlogger, right? Because I just like the diary of my life. I'm sitting in my car because I want to be outside, but it's so busy in Houston right now. Like, my little neighborhood is booming. So I was like, I'm gonna get in my car, and it's a Tesla. I can watch TV. I can do what I want in here. So that's why I'm in the car. Where were we going with this? So anyway, this is what I was gonna say. I'm like getting into this creative field, and I want to get like really dope content because I have all these different types of tech that I love to use, and I found it really fascinating on top of everything I'm doing, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, I want to use this Sony camera in S-Log 3, right? So I have a baked in LUT, right? Y'all, I turned the LUT off while the LUT was baked into the footage, and the footage looks so bad. So I was like, I'm gonna scrap all this, but I end up keeping the footage. And I tried my best to keep it 100 with the footage, but it was just, I didn't like it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make my own LUT, and that's what I did on here. So I decided to do that. But long story short, all that footage, I just scrapped it because I hated it. So right now, I talked about being perfect. So I feel like that, like, as far as a content creator and vlogging is different. Like, the last time I vlogged, I feel like I went through so much footage of me starting over, stopping, starting over, trying to be perfect. So I was like, you know what, this vlog, I'm not doing that. I'm not being this perfect Patty that you guys are used to seeing. I'm gonna just be myself. I'm be original because that's my niche, right? So my niche is myself. So I'm like, I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer stopping the camera and starting over. What you see is what you get, right? So that's the little thing that I've been on lately. I'm not stopping. I'm not starting over. What you see is what you get. And I feel like because I've done that, and I want to stop it so bad, y'all. But because I've done it before, I'm just used to doing it. And I just feel like I be scrapping so much funny shit because I'm like, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to see that. But I don't know what y'all want to see. So I'm just like, I'm not scrapping shit. I'm keeping it in here. And yeah, I like to cuss a little bit. So let me get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna come back. Okay, I'm back. I took me a little water break. I'm so dehydrated. But I'm in full makeup because let me tell y'all, I contacted this guy because I graduated in May and I wanted some street photography done. So he sent me over his price list. His price list was reasonable, but it was like $400 for like 6 edited photos and I think like 2 reels or Instagram videos, whatever. And I was just like, you know what? I got all this tech in my house. I could just do that. And then on top of that, I kept that in the back of my mind. But I woke up one morning and I was like, you know what? I also want a drone. So I'm looking at a drone and I'm like telling my boyfriend, oh, look at this drone. It's on sale, da 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 da. And he was like, you have a drone. Where is the drone? I'm like, the drone? Y'all, why I did have a drone? I haven't used this drone. I actually hooked it up, went through the album, and I haven't used this drone since I went to Thailand. Thailand? Yeah, I went to Thailand, but I used it one day in the Philippines and one day in Thailand. And that's been like a year ago. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm finna go and test out this drone. So I went to my local area that I really want to have this photo shoot at. And I lifted this drone in the air, right? So I'm lifting the drone in the air and I'm like, I can do my own stuff. Like, it cannot be that hard. I feel like photographers charge you for the equipment that you're using on top of their time and their creativity, because I'm not going to sit here and cap and be like, oh, they just doing this and they just doing that. They actually charge you for all the equipment they have and the time. So we end up going yesterday, and this is some of the footage that I have. It's amazing. I really, really love it. So y'all check it out.
Better than you look, better than you look, bitch, better than you smell, better than you taste, better than you face, better than you, everything better than you look, bitch, I'm better than you, that's your friend, fuck that bitch, I'm better her too, shit no hoes, I got nothing better to do, okay, yeah, better than you, face bomb, better than you, I'm a bad bitch, you know my mirrors, diamonds and water, this bitch is clear, clean like Bruce, my biggest fear, I do it bigger than bitches veneers, they throwing shots, them selling tears, you know my level, bitches tears, all my cars is so.
So needless to say, me and my boyfriend got our photos done, and like, I'm not gonna lie, it was like 45, I'll just say 45 minutes, and it was so smooth. Houston had the best weather today and yesterday. So I was like, if I do this, I have to get it done today. So I pulled a dress out, got my regalia. I will never stop it, but I'm not. So we got that out and we took it to the park and we had a ball, and the pictures came out amazing. I love the photos, and it was just like straight out of this Sony camera that I'm using. So we took the drone footage was a DJI Neo. So that's the smallest drone they have, and I think at the time I paid like maybe $200 for it. It wasn't much, okay? And then I used my Sony a6700. I used my Samsung flip phone, because this phone is so underrated, and it's the old one. I think it's the 5. It's so underrated. But I use this phone to do like slow motion videos. If you watch my shorts on YouTube, I have a lot of slow motion drones and like a lot of workout videos, and I use this phone right here. I think I used my DJI Pocket 3 like once or twice, but this phone does the trick. Before I had my Pocket, I think I had to get it like when it first came out, it was on back order. So this is what I was using because I was just so anxious to vlog, right? So this is what I was using. So it took me a while to start using my DJI when it finally came, because I was so used to this, right? So I used all that, and we created the most beautiful photos that I could ever dream of. Like, it was no way the guy who I was gonna contract could have pulled these photos and videos off, and I was just so grateful that I did it. And I'm so grateful I have all this equipment and all this tech, and I just had to come and tell y'all. On top of that, me creating this LUT off of this camera is one of the most top tier things I have done. Right now, I'm looking at zebra lines because I learned how to expose. So it's so this is the maximum. It's like super exposed, and that's what I'm working on, my exposure right here. And then I will want something that looks more realistic, so I will go down just a little bit, give me a little bit of that zebra line, really fine. And this is realistically what it looks like in my restroom. It's all new, but it's so exciting. I really like it. And this lens that I'm using is a Sure lens. It's a budget lens, and I just love it. It's a 16 millimeter 1.2 aperture, and it just makes my videos look good. In my sit down talking videos now, I've been using my Fuji camera with a 33 miller lens with a 1.2 aperture, just in case y'all look. But a lot of people who see my video was like, you look like AI. I swear it is me. But that's why I have all this beat, because I was so busy being a model today for a whole 45 minutes.
In the sheer dress, the day that we met, we were both in a rush. We talked for a sec. You friended me up so we could connect. And what are the odds? You sent me a text, and now the next thing I know, I'm like, manifest. Got your oversized. I digress. Got me scrolling like out of breath. Got me going like, who's the cute boy with the white jacket and the thick accent? Maybe it's all in my head, but I bet we'd have really good then. Hey, baby, I'm good. Tell me around, no, it just makes sense. And you talk so sweet when you're doing bad things. Let's say, hey, you're looking at me. I know what that means, and I'm obsessed. Are you free next week? I bet we'd have really good. Come right on me. I mean, come lottery. Said you're not in my time zone, but you wanna be. Where art thou? Why not upon with me? See it in my mind, let's fulfill the prophecy. It's the cute guy with the white blue eyes and the big bad night. I know it's not a big
Also, life lately as a student has been it has been one of the toughest experiences of my life. Like, being a student at 40 years old is just a whole different breed. Like, I know y'all be like, oh, I'm starting school, I'm 26. Talk to me when you get in your 30s, like your mid 30s, and you're starting school with a family and have been trained. That kind of like a titty. Put my knee back now. Y'all know I'm 6 feet. I don't know if y'all know, but I am 6 feet tall. I am a whole Houston Texans stallion. So it just looks so weird to be balled up, but that looks like an absolute boob. Okay, it's not. But let me get back on topic, and I'm not starting over. Fuck profession. We are living our best lives at 40. You hear me? But it has been tough, y'all. Like, even though I was vlogging and my footage was messed up, and I think that was just like God saving me, but I was going through it. Like, I was going through a whole mental breakdown, y'all. Like, it's just a lot. But today I'm feeling good. Like, that happened Sunday, Monday. I was just going through it. Sunday and Monday I was going through it. On top of that, I had got my teeth done. So let me tell y'all what happened with my teeth. My teeth are perfect. Like, I am a person who takes really good care of my hygiene. My dental hygiene, my oral care is perfect. Like, people who go to the dentist every 6 months is crazy. Y'all, it's the funniest shit. The way they fuss at each other is crazy. But I'm staying on topic. So, okay. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna come back and see if this is loud, and then if it's not loud, I'm gonna continue. So I'm not stopping because it's not perfect. I'm just stopping because my dogs are hooting and howling. Okay, like I was saying, my teeth are perfect. I have great oral hygiene, and I go get my teeth cleaned like once every other year. Okay. And let me tell y'all why. One day I woke up and I was like, I want to be a dentist. And I don't know if I told y'all, but my general dentist, at that time, she was a respiratory therapist. So we kind of talked about it, and she tried to inspire me to go to the dentist. But I'm just like, I mean, be a dentist, but I was just like, girl, I don't want to be a dentist. So anyway, you know how you go in, you get your teeth cleaned, they do the x-rays and exams and stuff. We found that one of my fillings had cracked, and a piece of it was missing. I don't know, I probably ate it because I'm big and greedy. But we wanted to repair that before anything happened. So that's the only thing. So I went in for about 20 minutes and got my tooth looked at and fixed. So on top of all this other stuff, I was just going through it. Like, I was just going through it. But the next day, which was Tuesday, I finally felt a little better. I think what it is the heaviness of just life, hormones, because I'm not premenopausal. Like, I feel like like when people describe teenage boys, is it too much? I don't think it's too much. I feel like I'm going through that teenage boys phase in life where it's just like, if you get it, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So I'm on that end of everything. And then, like, I'm taking this really extreme AIGP test. And this test, y'all, I don't know how much of tech people are in here, but if you are a law student in here, they said it's equivalent to the tech bar. I have never taken a bar, but I've seen this test, and the test is fairly new. And hear me out, y'all. The test is fairly new, so I'm taking my time because I don't want to just blow through it, and I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make a mistake, even though I'm not perfect, but I do want to get through this. So the AIGP test is fairly new. It's been out. This will be its third year. The first year that this test came out, they said 100 people out of 10,000 test takers pass this exam. And that's how hard it is. And this is I don't know if this is the first time, the second time, or the third time, but most people that I've seen on Reddit has taken this exam 3 times. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. You know why? Because I don't like to study passively, and I think I talked about that on my last vlog. I study to learn it the first freaking time, and that's who I am. This test is $800, by the way, and my dogs is just talking, y'all. Hold on. Y'all heard me right, 800 bones. Could you imagine taking that motherfucker 3 times? I cannot imagine that at all. And I'm not going to imagine it. I'm going to take this exam. So I think all of that with, you know, just life and going through it, it's heavy, but I'm grateful for the journey. And when I come out of this, like, girl, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not gonna lie, but when I come out of this, I'm just calm down, Denny Moss. But I am so excited, and I'm excited for everybody who's a student, especially at this age, because I know it's not hard. It's not easy. Wait, yeah, it's not easy. It's very much so hard. I'm not starting this over. I'm telling y'all gonna get what y'all get. But another thing is, because I've been in my field so long, because I know a lot of y'all are professionals that watch me. I know a lot of y'all professionals, but like, my friends have been like in their fields for 10 plus years, right? So have I. I've been a respiratory therapist since I was 21. Actually, professionally 22, but 21. So, and I've been at the same company. Yeah, I bounced around during the pandemic, but I worked for FEMA. So I only had one interview, and my interview consisted of, are all your credentials up to date? Yeah, you hired. So I think the weight of, y'all, why I just put my feet on some dang on hand sanitizer. My toe is cold. I'm like, what is that? What is it? Okay, stay back on track. Let me get some water. So this is another reason why I don't want to be perfect. This is the pump, y'all. So another reason why I don't want to be perfect is because I have to interview. So I'm not going to have to start and stop in the interview like, oh, let me stop. Let me stop and start over for you guys, because this wasn't perfect. I want to be my authentic self, and I feel like this helps me. Like, having a YouTube and vlogging helps me with the interview process, because even though it's not like an official interview, people are not going to subscribe to my page if I'm just like being fake. Like, you want to come around somebody who's authentic, genuine, funny, has something going for themselves, and all of the above. What have you come to my page for? It's pretty much an interview. The first vlog that you see is your impression of me, and I don't want to come off reading. Like, a lot of storytellers on Instagrams, not Instagram, but yeah, Instagram too, because they have reels, but a lot of storytellers on YouTube, they read off of prompts, and it's just like, baby, I don't have time to curate no dang on prompt. This is what you get, and I'm country. I am born and raised native Texan. I am beyond country. Like, it's not a code switch, because I know a lot of people talk about code switching in the professional world, but I don't code switch. I try to enunciate a little better, and fuck that, you getting country bunky in your eyes, okay? So yeah, I don't want to be this perfect prim proper perfect girl. I just want to be myself, and I think that's one reason why I feel so heavy too, is because when I finish, I'm going into something brand fucking new. All I know is respiratory and healthcare law. Now I'm going into tech with governance and AI. So it's just like, what? And another thing, because I gotta get this off my chest, I'm not going into AI where my job is on the line. So we can clear this myth about AI and people losing their jobs to AI. I'm on like the ethical side and the governance side and the legal side of AI. Like, so risk management, how you mitigate, can we come up with problems? Are we using this ethically? Are we ceasing biases? You know, all that kind of stuff. I'm not like losing my job to AI, because somebody came in and was like, oh, you know, are you going to AI? Da, da, da. I still have a law degree, but you know, they were really concerned because I talk about it, because people like, girl, you okay? You haven't been to work? I'm studying to finish my law degree, and I'm also studying to take this certification that's going to get me to the next part of my field, because I honestly thought 3 months ago I was going to apply for these jobs that I really want to do compliance and, you know, corporate compliance and stuff like that. Y'all, I redacted every application I put out. I was like, I don't want to do that at all. And this is why I was going to school. I was like, I don't want to do that at all. I found something I like. They pay really good. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm gonna do it. So that's why all this stuff is compiled. And on top of that, my family is amazing, and they just been cheering me on. But like, I don't celebrate myself enough, because I always have some type of goal in front of me. So once I reach that goal, I'm trying to get another goal and another goal, and I need to stop that. I need to celebrate my W's, because even though it's a lot of black women out here who collect degrees like Thor, girl, you are still one of the girls, and you need to celebrate yourself. So I am definitely going to celebrate myself. I wanted to go to Hawaii, because that's my healing space. Like, when I was and this is a yap video, just in case y'all haven't realized yet, but when I was going through it during the pandemic, because I was lungs deep in the pandemic, if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, I was in the valley of the shadow of death, okay? And it took a toll on my mental. and me and my boyfriend was having a conversation yesterday about making so much money, and I was just like, I made the money, and yeah, it was cool, but it also took my mental health. It took me through, you know, a place that it was very hard to come out of. And when I came out of it, I was in Hawaii. Hawaii, the big island, was a healing place for me. I spent a lot of time in the ocean, talking to God, talking to my therapist as well. And I love Hawaii. It just heals me. So every year I make it an effort to go to Hawaii for like 2 weeks and just, you know, thank God and the gods of the island, because they healed me. And if it wasn't for the God and my God and their gods, I don't think I would have healed. And I'm still on that journey. And of course, because I had that mental breakdown, I wanted to go to Hawaii, but it's just too much going on. And I pray for our country and I pray for other nations, but baby, y'all, we gotta do some stuff. We need to all be praying, because gas $4.16 in Houston. I don't know that. I don't have gas. I'm sitting in a damn Tesla, but we got Big Bertha over here, and I'm sure gas is $25 a gallon. See, I would edit this completely out, because girl, what the hell are you talking about? But you know, just stay hopeful, just stay prayed up. And okay, let's get back on topic. So yeah, that's why I was going through it. But now that I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I know I'm gonna be going up and down, I feel like when you're about to come out of a space where it's so heavy and so hard, I feel like God tests you the most. Like he puts you through this golden standard of, she's coming out of this, let me see if she's really ready. And I think I've had that moment this week. But I don't know if I'm gonna end this, but I'm gonna just tell y'all, thank y'all for watching. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We do so much over here. We're learning and we're older, but you know what, a lot of my subscribers are young. What y'all 25-year-old asses doing over here? I mean, I'm glad to have y'all, but what y'all doing over here? Yeah, it's like 25 to 30 is, and it's women too, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But I got a lot of men, but you know, it's mostly women, and I'm happy to have y'all, but I'm not y'all age, I'm y'all auntie. But as long as I don't look it, I'm cool. But subscribe, please leave comments down. I'm not on Instagram, so I will not be seeing, well, I'm on Instagram, but I'm fasting for it. And also, I've been off Threads a week. Y'all know I love to read, and I love to read some Threads. Like, I'll read Threads all day, but I haven't been on Threads this week either. And I just think like I've just been so productive because I haven't been on social media. It sounds so cliche. Y'all like my little earrings? They're like my little Chanel earrings. I hardly wear them. I only wear them when like it's something like somebody's getting married or like some type of fancy event. If not, I'll just leave them in a little thing. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna end it, but if I do, thank y'all for watching. Bye.
I was in a sheer dress the day that we met. We were both in a rush. We talked for a second. You fronted me up, so